Well, hi there. I'm Judi Vitale, your astrologer for ReadTheStars.com, and I'm here to talk to you about something that's coming up, a really big deal coming up on Friday, September the 16th. It is Pluto coming out of its retrograde period, which it's been in since April the 9th, and moving things forward. As we talked about back in April, Pluto went retrograde to sort of give us a break from the transformative changes that this planet, yes, I believe it's a planet, gives us. And now, as it goes direct, it's going to bring a lot of these things back into our faces. In our personal lives, this may have to do with jobs, relationships, all the things that we deal with on a day-to-day basis that we want to put out into the world. On the world basis, it could have a lot to do with the crises that are sort of, they're in the closet and we're not really kind of talking about them, or, well, they're kind of teetering on the brink, but nothing's really happened yet. Well, things could begin to happen now. So be on the lookout. Now, I want to explain to you a little bit about how astrologers get an idea as to where and what might happen. We cast a chart, that is, we calculate where all the planets are at the moment that Pluto will move forward. And as I did this, I discovered that in the United States, anyway, within an hour, the Ascendant and Neptune will point at Mars, making what's known as a finger of God, but also kind of telling me that there's something about this that's going to bring forward something about poisoning. Japan comes to mind right away, but then I go and I look at how the chart is plotted out on a map of the world and where on Earth the planets that are interesting to me are at the top of the sky, or at the mid-heaven, at the top of the heavens as we call it. And I describe in the article on ReadTheStars.com about the Pluto station exactly where these places are and what planets are involved. I think that we could definitely see something happen in France. I think that there's something that's going to happen around New York and Washington, D.C. I believe that we have the possibility for something around that poisoning stuff occurring in anywhere from Alaska or over in Afghanistan and Iran. So there are some things going on. I'm thinking also about that nuclear plant where there was an explosion earlier this week, and we kind of heard about it. I think it was Monday or Tuesday morning, and then all of a sudden we don't hear about it anymore. So that's a possibility. Doesn't sound too pleasing. And, I also want to add that I don't love making things sound as though they're going to be grim, and I don't do this to make people feel like they have to tune into the astrology to see what's going to happen day to day, but I do want to bring people's awareness to it so that we can send some positive thought in the direction of the problem areas in the world, and we hope stop things like financial crises and poisons and things like that from becoming too much of a problem for us to deal with as people, or to just bring our awareness to them so that we can begin to work to make this a little bit of a better world. So, on a personal level, you might enjoy the Pluto station. In terms of the news and the things that are happening in the world, think about what you can do in your life to help make the world a little bit more comfortable for those who are suffering. With that, I'm going to leave you. Judi Vitale at ReadTheStars.com. Email is Judi, Judi, at, guess what, ReadTheStars.com. Talk to you soon.